Okay. So now that I know that I'm able to record, let me get started. I'm gonna try to see how long I can stay on here. Try to get some lengthy stuff out. I haven't produced. I've actually produced a whole lot of stuff, but I just haven't posted it. I'll be transparent. I've been going through some real serious depression issues, and it's been very hard for me. Right along with, I suffer a lot of pain because I have rheumatoid. So, things are kind of, different for me. And, let me just talk about that. Shoot. Basically, I feel like, being in pain is very hard. The reason why is because up until I got, up until I was diagnosed with this thing and having some real serious issues, I was out doing my thing, baby. I was strong. I was running the world. I was doing whatever I needed to do. I'm talking about I would walk from city to city, meaning long ways. I would ride my bike. I would play ball. Mm, 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 mm. Ooh, Lord, Lord. I would play ball because that was something I really enjoyed. I that was my life. That was my stress reliever, man. That was a little bit of everything to me. And then this rheumatoid crap or whatever started having no issues, very painful issues, where I had to start going to the doctors. I mean, rush to the emergency room. And I noticed they started giving me real strong stuff. I mean, one time, actually, it was more than one time. I remember going to the hospital and they actually gave me morphine. And then I had a couple of prescriptions for that. It was crazy. It was weird. Then I used to get Dilaudid. Now, for some of you who don't know what that means, baby, that's for extreme physical pain. That's extreme. Now, on the streets or whatever, they got heroin and cocaine or whatever, which does pretty much the same thing. Takes away, eases, takes away the pain. As a matter of fact, they use those products for like when you go in and get surgery and stuff like that or whatever. Well, I'm at a point in my life where, I mean, on top of the injuries and all that or whatever, I'm just older, and a lot of things that I used to do, I can't, really do them anymore. And you know what? I want to stop saying I can't. I gotta. I'm trying to reword or change the way I speak about things. I um I can't continue to sit up here and let this thing run my life. I um I actually got scared because I started my legs started going out on me, and it was just something just really weird, just all of a sudden just happening, and it scared me. Still to this day, it scares me. But I got this pain radiating up and down from my ass, you know, my my buttocks, all the way down my leg. Now, that is my sciatica nerve. And I also have a lower back injury that I've had for a very long time. It's been, what, 27 years now? And so kind of revealed, when I went for a lot of tests or whatever, kind of revealed that I did have some issues which might be contributing to it's because of the lower back pain or damage that I do have. that it's the sciatic nerve is pushing down the disc, pushing down on my nerve, which is causing me so much pain that it's not even funny. Now, when COVID hit, I was going and I was getting infusions for the rheumatoid cancer patient, cancer medications. It was I get infusions, and they would help a lot. But here's the thing: right before the next infusion was what I was doing for the next infusion, I would get all this inflammation, and I would just draw back up and just get to a disabilitative mode. And what that means is I'll just get kind of, where I'm just off inflamed and just a lot of inflammation going on or whatever. And there's nothing really I can do, but try to drink water and try to, just a lot of it, which I do. I'm pretty good at drinking water. But during a whole lot of other issues that I've had going on, this depression thing, man. Anybody tell you they're in pain, and if you know somebody who's suffering from pain, please don't be rude, man. Just be as nice as they can, no matter even if they seem to appear to come off kind of rude or whatever. It's because they're in pain. I'm in it, so I know what I'm talking about, and damn it, it just hurts. It just hurts. It's to the point to where I don't want to really be around people. Partially because I want to be able to, rock the world and do some things that I used to do. And when I get certain times or certain places that I go, I feel like I can just let go, dance, turn around in circles, jump, skip, all that. Just, you know. But then I realize that I can't. And believe you me, I prepare myself to do just that. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm at the point where this has been going on for so long that I want my life back, man. I want my life back. I'm not going to lie. I want my life back. I want to get back to a place where I can, I'm not putting so much weight on my joints, which are already going through it because of the rheumatoid. I want to be able to get some part of my life back. I want to run 10 miles a day. I want to get up and I want to run every day. That's what I want to do. Those are the things that I want to do. I want to get myself back into shape. That's what I want. That's my plan. Every day I plan to document exactly what I'm going through, and I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to just keep it simple. This is just what I'm going through, bro. And it hurts. A lot of it hurts. Aside of that, well, before I move on, I want to talk about, family members and friends who may be going through a little something, and with the way that times are right now, there is little bit of no empathy. I don't know what the heck is going on, but there's just not that much empathy. And I ain't gonna even front. People in there with you in the beginning, yeah, in there for a little while, but let that time pass, that they can only tolerate for so much. And if your ass ain't well, they count your ass out. Excuse my French, but I'm just being real. And I'm going to say this purposely because I know what kind of person I am. And for those of you who do know me, you know what kind of person I am. Straight loyal. Straight loyal. Love you, give you the shirt off my back, be there for you the whole nine. Pray for you, everything, man. Like for real, for real. That's just who I am. I lost my train of thought. When it comes to people struggling or whatever, you really don't know what they're going through. I kind of just gave you a visual of what I'm going through. And all that to say this, when you're going through pain and you're limited as far as, and you now have limitations as far as what you can and cannot do, it bothers you. It bothers you. It's really depressing. And yes, you want to just call it a day. You want everybody just gone about their business, just leave you for dead and just call it a day. You don't want to live no more. You just want to, you feel like a failure. I do. I feel like I let a lot of people down. I really do. I'm at a point in my life where I should be enjoying myself. I should be traveling. I should be doing a whole lot of things. And in my mind and in my actions, I was working towards that. But for some reason, it was always something that came along in my life to knock me way back. Now, I don't want to just give life that much credit because my belief in God tells me that every door that was closed that I tried to go to or go through or enter, it was closed for a reason. The days, and the time when time just slipped by and I couldn't do anything, but I needed all the rest in the world because I was up the previous night trying to sleep, and with all the pain going on, just can't sleep at all. I mean, none. So um, what I'm trying to say, man, is it's very depressing to be at a point in your life where you just realize that there's a lot of things you can't do. Now, surely as all that goes on, there is another spiritual side. There's a spiritual side that we leave out a lot of times. Why didn't that door open? Why come that day went past? Why did I need that trip? Why did I need that sleep? Why did I need to meet this person? Why did this person call me? How come these people or that person did not call me? How come when I was trying to address something, why was I stopped? What happened? What happened? And for those of you who know me, my get up game is strong. Oh yeah, I'll fall. But you better watch out because when I rise above, when I come back and I'm ready to move on, I'm coming with force, baby. I'm coming with force. There's times in my life where I know I need that little bit of encouragement, that motivation. I need that something just so I can go on. And, the enemy likes to slip in a lot of distractions and stuff to keep us off guard, keep us focusing on who hurt us and why is this happening and all that or whatever. And instead of us being smart enough to say, you know what, maybe it ain't so bad that all this happened. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe all this stuff happened for a reason. Well, if I can fall and get back up, whether I have a push or not, if I can fall and I manage to get back up because I want to get back up, first of all, because you got to want to get up. You have to want it. You have to be in a position where mentally your mind is there. You want to get up. I'm not against people just, somebody going through depression or whatever, and somebody really going through, a little bout in life. I'm not against people taking a break. I'm not against that. I'm not against people just sleeping and just eating and just relax. Just sleep that tension off. Just eat and sleep and get you some rest, get yourself back together, Well, when we do that, what happens is we get our whole body back to where it's supposed to be. And that's a good thing. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, so yeah, at some point in time, you're going to want to get up, you're going to want better, especially if you like to have things, if you like to do things, if you like to stay busy in your life, you like to be productive, you like to, engage with life or people and do different things or whatever, This whole COVID thing has changed a lot for a lot of people, especially for those of us who are going through some physical issues or whatever, some disabilities and whatnot, things that slow you down and make it very hard for you to just do easy stuff. I struggle so much just to do the simplest things in life, but I keep trying to do things to make it better for me, you know. When I'm able to, well, when I finally crash and I'm able to just sleep, and I mean just sleep, eat and just keep drinking water, keep just the same old thing or whatever. For some reason, I managed to get this thing back up, and my drive starts to come back. And I'm not gonna even lie to you, it takes a message, something like maybe this. Usually a lot of TD Jakes. And yes, I watch me some TD Jakes. I'm not suggesting that you do. You might not even be on the same level. I don't know, but for me, TD Jakes and I are on the same level. We're on the same level. I'm not. Um, I'm not running a mega church or anything like that. Um, but I am a very spiritual person. Very well, not so religious. Um, But I'm a very spiritual, very God loving and God fearing person. Very. I've always been that way my whole life. As a matter of fact, uh, I believe that the stuff that I go through, for those of you who know me, you already know. A lot of the stuff that I go through, it don't even make sense. The stuff don't even make sense. It don't make no sense at all. None. But it happens. And I've managed to meet up with some people have who've had those kind of issues. They just have strange stuff happening to them, just weird shit. It don't even make sense, but it's happening. you know it's happening. Yeah, it happens. Those are people, I believe, who have been chosen by God and who God trusts. That's what I believe. I believe that somehow God is taking care of us. Because only He can. I mean, but it's something about us that you got to know. We believe in something that's bigger than us. And when I say we, I'm talking about not just T.D. Jakes, and I'm not trying to associate with myself with him or nothing like that. What I'm saying is people who are very spiritual, very religious, we had hard lives and went through some unnecessary stuff, things that don't even make sense. This is real. Go through all that stuff, man, And a lot of those things that happen, it hurts you so bad, so bad, to where it forces you to have that personal conversation with God, and that and maintain a relationship with God. I want to explain what I mean by relationship with God. A relationship with God, it's not, I'm not talking about going to church or nothing like that. No, I'm talking about getting to know the Word of God for yourself. When you go to church, the pastor, preacher, or teacher is going to get up and they're going to give you a sermon. They have some notes to follow and they have some scriptures to give you. Okay, and this is all true. This is real. Okay, so they have these things all for you, and they kind of lay it out, and they follow it up with a backstory. Okay, with their, from their perception of what this all means. Okay, and when they do that, it's good, and you understand it while you're there. But if you don't go home and read that stuff for yourself, you're just wasting time. That's not a relationship with God. Having a relationship with God means that no matter what, you trust God. Through the good times, the hard times, bro, I've had some times when I was so absolutely just hot with fire at God because of some things that was going on, and oh yeah, I let him have it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh, yeah. And see, when you get in the position where you start having a personal relationship with God, you don't have time to be beating around the bush or whatever. No, you're going to say what you got to say. You be crying, asking why this, and how come you didn't stop me from doing this, and why this, and whatever. But you're forced to have those conversations. Those conversations and those things in life, even especially when it seems that God is not even saying anything. Man, it's a lot. When when you're going through some things, it humbles you and it forces you to God. Because one thing you will see and you will notice, everybody starts to turn against you and turn away from you. They don't want to be really bothered. And that's not always a bad thing. A lot of times that's a good thing because God wants your attention. He's trying to tell you something. See, sometimes we look at situations, we run across people and we get judging and whatnot without even taking a second thought as to why this person was led to me. Why was it this encounter, this day, this minute, this whatever? Why? I say that everything is a blessing. Every person you meet is a blessing. Every person you conversate with, there's a reason why. You ever talk to somebody that you guys is closer than I don't know what, but you don't talk every day. You just don't talk every day. And it really doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything because at the end of the day, y'all still tighter than tight. And when you do call, it's there was like nothing ever stopped. You have a relationship with that person. I'm trying to spell it out to you. You guys argue. You guys have disagreements. You guys tell each other, those deep dark secrets or whatever about one another. You can check each other. Those are relationships. I don't feel like we should have anything different when it comes to God. See, He created us so He knows all. He sees all. This is real. If He sees it all, then He knows that I'm suffering. He knows I'm tripping. And when I calm down after I've been made a fool of myself and done said some nasty things or whatever, something always pops up right in my face. Like God does something to let me know that He is here. He lets me know. And it's a very humbling experience. I know I've been, okay, so I've been on here for about 25 minutes. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. And then I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and post this one right now. I'll see y'all when I see you.